Hello and welcome to Math 1314 online college algebra class. My name is Julaine Soleil and I'll be your teacher this semester. This is a picture of me right up here, a tiny little picture. I've been teaching for 11 years, 7 years at Lone Star. I have a bachelor's degree in math education from Brigham Young University, and I have a master's degree in math from University of Houston. And I've got 2 little kids at home, and I really enjoy teaching. So hopefully we'll have a great semester with this online class. If you have any more questions for me, you're always welcome to email me, and I hope to get to know you a little better through some of our discussions this semester. Welcome to D2L. This may be the first time you're using D2L, so I wanted to show you how to navigate to certain areas, especially in relation to the course and the things that I'll be asking you to do. You should have already taken the training, but I'm going to introduce you to some key features that we'll be using. First, you want to go ahead and click on your class. This is our class this semester. And this should be very similar to how your screen looks. Maybe slightly different because I'm a teacher, but this should be how your screen looks. And I wanted to show you some of the features. First thing I wanted to show you is how to access your email. First thing I'd like to do is change the settings. If you go and click on your name and notifications, you can choose, in using these options here, to have your emails sent to your email address when you can choose whatever email address you want, or you can keep them within the system if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and click back on the class up here. If you ever need to go back to the home page of the class, you're always welcome to click on that breadcrumb trail up there. And if you want to access your emails, click on the message, the little envelope icon on the upper blue bar, and go to the email. Now, within your email, you can do a couple of things. Obviously, you can have your messages sent here. You can compose an email. If you want to compose an email and you can either type in your address, but often you don't remember what my email address is. If you want to get a hold of me, you can always click on the address book, and my name should be within here using the filter of our class, which should already pop up. You can also email the other students in the class. So I'm going to click on the To button, and it should pop up right here. Once you've decided to email your instructor or whoever else you're going to email, then you can change the subject if you really would like to, or you can just type your message here and then send the information. Once you send the information, it gives you a successful send results, and then it should appear in your email. Mine does not appear here even if I refresh it, because I have all of my emails routed to my other email account. So I won't have any here. You may if you choose to have them there. And that's how you use the email notification system. Again, I'm using the breadcrumb trail to go back to our home page. Next thing I'd like you to know about is our calendar. And if you just click on the calendar here, notice we're still in our course. This is our Math 1314 course. You can click on the calendar, and then it shows you all the things that are going to be due in the next little while. If you also look at the monthly calendar, you can see that some dates are bold. Those bold dates correspond to the due dates. Notice most everything in this class is going to be due on either a Tuesday or a Friday, so you know to make sure you're prepared for Tuesdays and Fridays due dates. If you'd like, you can show all of the calendars, meaning if you have more than one class using D2L, all of them will appear on the same calendar with a different color. You're welcome to do that if you'd like as well. Using the breadcrumb trail going back to the top, I'd like to talk about the content next. There's 2 places you can get your content. The first place is the content browser. A lot of people are tempted to start there because it's on the left hand side and we often read from left to right. So we want to go through the units here. There's only the Start Here unit and the Unit 1. There'll be Unit 2, 3, 4 as the semester progresses, but for now there's only this unit. When you click here on Start Here, you see some of the things that you're supposed to do inside that unit. You can go back to home and then click the next unit and you can see the next things. I don't like the content browser quite as much as I like the content button. So although you can browse and find the information that you may need here, I like the layout of the content using this menu right here. This is just a browser that shows you the menu, but when you click on content, this is where you actually see all of your information. So under the table of contents, you see that there's 28 items so far that you need to look at. Within the table of contents, I've given you two folders, Start Here and Unit 1. And then again, some more units will be added later. Looking at the Start Here folder, inside the Start Here folder you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that you're going to need to look at. The first is the syllabus, so if you click on Syllabus, it brings up the syllabus. You'll need to read this entirely before you start the class. If you ever want to get back, you use this little breadcrumb trail here, and you go back to Start Here. Notice this now has a check because you've done it, and it also shows you that you've done one of the 7 topics so far in this unit, and it kind of gives you a little meter to see how far you're through it. Next is the calendar, and these are the calendars for the semester. If you'd like to print that out, you also have the other calendar that I'll keep updated that we've already showed you. Use the breadcrumb trail to get back to Start Here. Now I've done 2 of the 7 topics because I've clicked on them. Next, I'd like you to take a syllabus and calendar quiz. Once you understand what the syllabus and the calendar say, you can take the quiz. Your syllabus and calendar quiz will look similar to this. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see Start Quiz. So once you click Start Quiz, it warns you that you're going to start this quiz. You only have one attempt. And I can answer the questions about the syllabus quiz. Once I've answered all the questions, I can save my responses and then go click to submit. In this case, it gave me a warning because I didn't answer any of them. I'm going to go ahead and submit anyway. And I get my grade of 0 because I didn't even answer any of them. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you answer them all because as soon as you submit, you will be given the grade. Next, I'm going to go back to my home course by clicking College Algebra Math here at the top. Let's go back to looking at the content. It didn't give me a check here because I'm a teacher and it didn't record my quiz, but as a student you should then have a check there. Next, I'd like to show you the Mymathlab information guide. All of your homework will be done in another website, Mymathlab. If you would like to print this out, you need to download the item. So we're going to come out here to download. Once you download, I'm going to open it up with an Adobe Reader, and then I can file print or print using the print button. I'm going to X out of this information. I don't really want to print this right now. So going back to Start Here, I should now have a check for that as well. Next, I'm going to look at the link to my Mymathlab online homework. If you haven't already registered, you can register here and following the instructions that I just showed you. Or if you've already registered, you can just sign in. Once you follow the directions and sign up for my class, you will see Math 1314 online class, and all of your topics will be shown in the homework button. Once you click the homework button, you may need to disable your pop-ups, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to allow all pop-ups for this website, and let's try to see if that worked. So you will have to be disabling your pop-ups. Notice that when I clicked on the course, I opened up a new window. Notice I'm not in D2L anymore. I'm actually in Mymathlab, and it routed me away from D2L into Mymathlab. Next, you have your first 5 homeworks in here. Once you click on your homework 1, and click on the first question. You answer the question and then type in your answer. There's a little editor here to help you type in your answers. Hit save and then review. You're welcome to try your problems more than once if you don't get them correct, as long as you complete your attempts before the end date. I'm going to leave this page, and in order to get back into D2L, you need to re-sign in. I'm going to go back to my Lone Star page, click on D2L to get back into my course. Clicking on Mymathlab will navigate you away from D2L, and you're going to need to re-sign in to D2L and go back to the content page. Notice now Mymathlab is checked and I've done 4 of the 7 topics. The next thing I have here for you is printable graph paper. If you ever need graph paper this semester, you're welcome to just go print your own, or you're always welcome to buy your own. If you want to print it, you need to download it, open it with an Adobe Reader, and then you can print. Going back to start here, I have one more thing left on my start here topics, is the discussion. In order to access this discussion, you just click on it and it asks you to introduce yourself to the class, introduce your name, major, degree plan. To complete your discussion, you're going to click Compose. Subject should be your name, and then type your introduction here. Then you can hit Post at the bottom, and it will be posted here for everyone to see. I'm not going to post that just yet because I don't really want anyone seeing type intro here. Once I go back to start here, I should have all my topics completed. Obviously I didn't complete my quiz, nor did I complete my discussion because I'm a teacher. It won't accept those pieces of information, but you should have a 7 out of 7 here. Once you've completed this start here opening of semester information, you can go on to Unit 1 and start your lessons. In Unit 1, the first thing you want to do is complete your discussion. Again, I'm not going to do that. That's very similar to what we've already done. But I want to show you print guided notes. On the print guided notes, you have a calendar of our topics, and then you have the lesson notes that you'll be filling in as you watch the videos. I really want you to print these out, as these are essentially your notes for the entire unit. This one happens to be 25 pages. I want you to know that before you find a printer to print it. But again, you'll have to click the download button, open with an Adobe Reader, and then print the 25-page document. You'll be using this for the first almost month of class. Going back to Unit 1, after you've done the discussion and you print your guided notes, now you're ready to watch the video. Once you click on the video and you start the video, so you're going to go through, watch the whole lesson, take your notes. At some point in the video, you'll be asked to pause the video, and you have 2 quiz questions. You want to pause the video, answer the 2 quiz questions, which should be pretty simple as long as you were taking notes and following along. Once you've answered the 2 questions, continue on with the video, and you may be asked to pause a little bit later on in the video to answer the questions as well. Once you've completed your notes and your video, then you are able to go and take the quiz. I'm going to go back to lesson 1. I'm not going to watch the second video. You need to watch both parts of the video. Then you're going to be able to take your quiz. Scroll down and start your quiz. I want to show you that there aren't any questions inside your quiz. There's a blank question number 1 and A, B, C, D. You're not going to see the quiz questions because you've already seen the quiz questions inside your video. So all you need to do is question 1, the answer was whatever you choose your answer to be, and click it all the way down. Once you have all of them done, save your responses and submit your quiz. But some students will ask me, well, I don't see any questions on the quiz. Well, that's because you didn't watch your video. The questions will be embedded inside the video. You need to pause your video and answer the questions as you go along so you'll know what the questions are as you are answering them for your quiz. Going back to lesson 1, I have completed my watch my videos, let's say I've already taken my quiz, then you get to go and do your homework online, and it's the same link. So all you need to do is sign in and go back to your homework and complete the homework for Unit 1. So going back to content, obviously I haven't completed everything, but you'll be going throughout all of your lessons. After you've finished all of your lessons and your discussions, then you can take your test. Again, the tests are in the testing center. They won't be in D2L, they will be a written test in the testing center. As always, if you have any questions about anything that you've seen here, you're welcome to email me or call me from the information on my syllabus. Good luck, and I hope we have a great semester.